50. Senior right tackle Caleb DeYoung. 51. Junior left guard Levi Hafer. The center is number 68. Junior Gavin Novotny. Left right guard is number 73. Junior Dawson Bernheide. And the left tackle is number 60. Senior Dane Van Vliet.
Check, check.
The weather forecast for tonight from the National Weather Service. Forecast for tonight's game is clear. Temperature is currently about 80, gradually decreasing to around 70 by the game's end. And a negligible wind out of the south at 6 miles per hour. The officials for tonight's contest, the referee Jeff Pappas. Umpire
Test, test, 1, 2, 3.
Judge Joe Begler, and back judge Colin Niemeyer. Week 1 results, Class A and B. First game of the Nebraska high school football season was August 21st when Hastings defeated Lincoln North Star in our class battle. Last Friday in Class A, it was Columbus 13, Scottsbluff 0. Fremont over Lincoln Northeast 31-14. Gretna was a 30-7 winner over Lincoln Southwest. Lincoln East beat Lincoln Pius the 10th, 40-20. North Star was a 36-19 winner over Lincoln High. Lincoln Southeast beat Kearney 14-10. Millard South blanked Millard North 33-0. Norfolk over Bellevue East 21-7. North Platte over Aurora 13-6. Papillion La Vista 40 over Navy Papillion La Vista South 11. In Class B, Bennington over Grand Island Northwest 54-31. Hastings was a 35-14 winner over McCook. Norris was a 28-18 winner, as I mentioned. Mitchell beat Alliance 40-14. Omaha Gross over Mount Michael 7-3. Scott over Ron Colley 35-19. Ralston over Beatrice 38-27. Seward over Lexington 26-7. South Sioux City North Iowa over South Sioux City 55-48. Torrington Wyoming over Gering 24-6. Waverly beat the Elkhorn North Wolves 49-0. And York was a 35-6 winner over Crete. Last Saturday there was a Class is from Hickman Post number 105. Please remember that the Code of Conduct for the National Anthem requires that all who are present and able should stand at attention, facing the flag with the right hand over the heart. Men should remove their headdress and hold it in their right hand over the heart. Individuals in uniform should render the military salute, while members of the armed forces and veterans who are present but not in uniform may also render the military salute. Now, please rise as the quartet with Noah Pratt, Houston, Rihanna Stein, Maddie Sokart, honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Spectators should not be on the playing field during or after the game. Thank you for your cooperation. You are further reminded that Norris is a smoke-free and pet-free campus. Please do not smoke on school grounds and leave your pets at home. Thank you to Hickman Post, Legion Post 105, the presentation of the college. Limited concessions are available at the concession stand tonight, and a message about COVID. To help reduce the spread of COVID-19, we ask that people attending events adhere to the following practices and recommendations. Self-screen before attending, that will apply to next week, but if you feel ill, please do not attend. Wash your hands frequently and properly social distance at least 6 feet. Family groups may sit together in less than the required physical distance, but 6 feet of distance should exist between groups. Please do not sit where there is yellow tape on the bleachers. Thank you for your cooperation.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's broadcast of high school football on NSDV and the Norris Football YouTube channel. I'm Houston Bowen. I'm joined by my partner, Cade Rice, and tonight we have the Elkhorn North Wolves visiting the beautiful campus of Norris School District to take on the Norris Titans. Elkhorn North comes into the game with a no-run record with a loss to Waverly last week, and the Wolves are coached by Sam Stanley.
As Norris, your home team, the Norris Titans, are going to come into the game with a 1-0 record with a win over Elkhorn High last week, the #1 team in Class B. And the Titans are coached by Ty Twirling, assisted by Jordan Haig, Bo Hess, Cody Rose, and David Weber.
Elkhorn North with their first game last week, as we discussed, against Waverly. First game in the history of the school's history, and definitely looking forward to see how they play up against the Norris Titans, who took down the #1 team in the state, the Elkhorn Antlers.
As back to kick for the Wolves is going to be Jack Vogt, kicking to back to receive for the Titans. Looks like Cale Consbrook. Good kick by Wolf. It's going to be picked up by Wallstrom. Wallstrom at the 30, and a pack of Wolves take him down right around the 25-yard line, and that's where the Titans are going to start their first offensive series.
Pack of Wolves, get used to that pun. You're going to see it used a lot by Cade Rice tonight. We see the Titans get ready to take on their first possession here, right around the 25-yard line. Junior quarterback Cooper Hausman set for the first play here for the Titans. Look for a lot of motion here coming off the left side. Couple of yards gained there for the Titans. On the carry was number 5, Cale Consbrook. Great game last week against the Elkhorn Antlers. Had an INT as well as a kick return back for a touchdown. Definitely going to make an impact his junior season as well.
Yeah, one of the faster players on the Titans. Titans love to do those jet sweeps, open up the field, and get the outside on teams, as they are a fast team. A lot of work in the summer, strength and conditioning, speed workouts, as Hausman back in the shotgun to take the snap. Looks like a draw play to Langren. Langren gets it up the middle, doesn't go far, as the Wolves defense is right in his face. Looks like a 1-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and 7 for the Titans at, looks like the 29.5-inch yard line.
You see Ben Langren on the carry there, younger brother of Sam Langren, a big impact player for this Titan team as well. As we talked about, Cooper Hausman, 3 touchdown passes last week in his debut as the Titans quarterback. A couple of those to C.J. Hood. Look for him to look for Medill Carney and the Nebraska baseball commit C.J. Hood as well.
Yeah, as we see Titans in the shotgun yet once again. Cooper Hausman run the offense back there. He's dropping back to pass. Good little screen pass. Carney has it. Carney's at the 45. He's taken off. Carney at the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Norris!
On the third play of scrimmage for the Norris Titans. Little quick pass right across the center from Cooper Hausman to Carney. 65-yard touchdown there from the Titans to get them on the board. 6-0 early in this one.
Great play design there by Coach Ty Twirling. Let the hold line of the Elkhorn North Wolves just rush through the line as James Carney flew free right in the middle, taking off for 65 yards.
Just a little screen pass dead center, and nothing the Wolves can do there with so much pressure on the outside. Cooper Hausman stays composed, delivers a strike to James Carney for the early score.
As sophomore Brady Reeves makes the extra point, and the Titans are going to take an early 7-0 lead. Great first possession series for your Norris Titans. Looking comfortable out there. Cooper Hausman with 1 touchdown pass. James Carney with 1 receiving touchdown. 65 yards. Now they look to kick off and get their all-star team of a defense. This is a tough one when you have a giant defense like Norris. Teams are scared. We got defensive line at DN. Number 1, Trey DeVoe. At the right DN, number 10, James Carney. You're going to D-tackle Gavin Novotny and Dawson Bernheide. Your outside linebacker is going to be Dylan Meyer. Inside, Ben Langren. And then your other outsides, Matt Medill. At free safety, you have Husker baseball commit C.J. Hood. And then at cornerbacks, you have Cale Consbrook, Colton Wallstrom. And then outside linebacker, you also have Andrew Harvey. Just a tough defense. Titans really pride themselves on it.
Titans definitely going to be happy with that first series. Just a couple of plays, and they're already down the field off that long pass there. To Carney, as we see Brady Reeves kicks off. Elkhorn North to look for a big return here.
As it looks like number 14 on the return, it's going to be Kyrie Bennett, the junior. Good return for Bennett. Gets it to the Wolves 30. As the Wolves are going to take their first possession. Wolves, a very young team as they start a new school this year. No seniors on the roster, mostly all juniors. It's going to be, the offense looks like it's going to be led by, I think, number 10. No, it's going to be number 2, Easton Maines. as Maines is back in the shotgun. The flex, sorry. And a false start's going to be on the Wolves, as a little miscommunication there in the huddle on what counts there going on. Back 5 yards. And it's going to be 1st and 15 to start out the series.
Yeah, a little early rotation there from Sutton Johnson. These Wolves are ready to go. Look to get some points on the board here against this stout Norris defense team. Once again, we have Maines back in the shotgun. Look to see a lot of similar offense run here, both by the Titans and the Wolves. Like to really spread out. Possibly another false start, maybe even encroachment by Meyer there, looking to jump the gun. Get the call. Encroachment on Dylan Meyer. Set the school record last year for tackles, did Dylan Meyer with 141. Averaged close to 12.5 tackles per game. Just an absolute stud defensively, offensively. Not committed quite yet, but definitely has a successful future coming up with college and beyond. Lots of pressure here from the Titans. Good quick out pass there. Gained 6 yards. Will the Wolves set them up with a nice 3rd and 5.
Yeah, good 10-yard out there by number 14, Kyrie Bennett. I think you're going to see his name a lot tonight be called, as they've targeted him twice already. He's the kickoff returner. He's kind of on both sides of the ball. He's going to look to be a big player for the Wolves here late in the game, as of early in the game, as they are now in behind center, power I. Running back number 26, Kylese Edwards, gets met right at the line by Matt Medill. Great pursuit by Medill there to meet him at the line, and just now it's going to be 3rd and 3.
Great pursuit there by Medill on the outside. Definitely look to see him make a big impact on special teams, defense and offense. Just a super well-rounded player.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 3 now. Wolves in the power I again, handed off to the running back, number 11. Looks Sutton Johnson gets the first down and a little more as they get onto their own 46-yard line, sorry. Good run there by Sutton, though.
Definitely look for connections, as we talked about, with Sutton Johnson, Easton Maines, as well as Kyrie Bennett on the outside. Very hand-skilled player is Kyrie Bennett. You'll see him a lot, making big impact plays, probably taking on the likes of Matt Medill, James Carney, and Hood on the outsides. Straight up the gut with Johnson again.
As in there to make the tackle is going to be Trey DeVoe with Ben Langren. Trey DeVoe, known for being an amazing basketball player, joined football this year and is already making a big impact. As Coach Ty Twirling said, he loves to have him out there. He's just a big body. He came back like he never left almost, but really good player out there for the Titans, as he's already on the starting lineup at D-end. Just a really good player in Trey DeVoe already, and this is our 2nd game into the season.
As you did talk about, Trey DeVoe did play since he was a young and up to his sophomore year. Took a year off to focus on basketball, had an absolute monster of a season last year in the winter, and he's back here trying to make an impact on this team.
As Johnson gets about a 5-yard gain, it's going to be 3rd and 3 at the Titan 47. Wolves make it into Titan territory just beyond the midline mark. As they get set in the power formation. 2 wideouts to the right. As Johnson's going to get another feed. And it looks like he's going to get the first down with ease, as he does. He's going to get the first down, and Johnson is kind of just running through the Titan defense early in this Wolf possession, as the Wolf coach loves to hear that. Sam Stanley is going to look to do that a lot more, at least in this series.
Stanley will definitely be happy with a couple of first downs early in this one against this solid Titans defense. Sutton Johnson definitely looking to make an impact early on this one. Stanley with only a couple of first downs last week against the Waverly Vikings, definitely be happy with this early possession for the Wolves. As there's going to be a timeout taken by the Wolves.
Good start to the series here by the Wolves. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the Titans' 41-yard line. We'll be right back with you. This is NSDV Live. We are just getting started on a beautiful night here in Firth, Nebraska, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back to our live stream. We got the Wolves 1st and 10 here on the Titans 43. Pitch out to the left to Sutton Johnson. Hard tackle there from number 50 of the Titans. Caleb Young sat out last week. Definitely talking to him at school today, was excited to get back on the field, start competing once again.
Yeah, DeYoung, a big part of that Norris D-line, as is with Sam Langren. Unfortunately, Sam Langren is out of the game today with a concussion, but DeYoung already making an impact. As QB rolls out, it's going to get swatted at the line by Miami, Ohio commit James Carney. Great rush there by James Carney. Maines had to scramble out of the pocket, and it's pretty hard when you got a 6'5", long-arm dude running at you at full speed, trying to tackle you.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's definitely going to be an interesting thing to see once Carney hits his college levels. Definitely looking to make an impact on the offensive side as a tight end, but definitely be able to make an impact on the defensive end too. Not just this year, his senior season. Definitely looking excited. Once again, talking to him at school, he was just excited to get back out here, start playing again as the Wolves set back up in the shotgun. A lot of rush here from the Titans. Swung outside. Leg tackle here from Matt Medill. Strong tackle there. Will give the Wolves a 4th down or about the 37-yard line. Early decision here from Stanley. About 3 yards to go. See if he decides to go for it.
Yeah, it just looks like a bubble pass out there to Bennett. Wolves looking to keep on feeding him as he's already got 3 receptions for the game. But now it's 4th and 4. Looks like the Wolves are going to go for it.
Solid early coaching decision here from Stanley.
As you can hear the Titans Stadium roaring defense. It's 4th and 4 on the Titans 37.
Titans need a big stop here early to keep their momentum going. Thrown outside through the hands of Kyrie Bennett. Titans will take over on their own 37 and look to add to their lead.
Great defense there by Kale Consbrook. Not the biggest player on the field, but he just got a hand in there to, looks like maybe tip it or at least get in the way of the vision of Bennett, and gives the Titans a 1st down offensively on the 37-yard line.
Once again, Hausman back up, had a great first game last week. Definitely questionable whether or not he was going to be able to lead this team like Aiden Norder did since his sophomore season. But Cooper Hausman stepped into this position about as well as anyone could have hoped. Thrown outside to Carney here, who had their early touchdown. He'll take it outside. Good blocking there by Consbrook on the outside. Give the Titans an easy 2nd down opportunity here.
Yeah, like you said last week, Cooper Hausman, his first varsity start as a junior last year in varsity football. He looked to settle in the first quarter. It went all right. Had an interception, went over 4, but then really settled in the last 3 quarters as the Titans took the 28-12 victory over the #1 Elkhorn Antlers. But yeah, he really settled in, finding wide receiver number 2, CJ Hood. He also had 2 touchdowns last week as Hausman keeps it on the read option. Met at the line by number 5, Johnny Radica.
Just a couple of yards, but that'll be enough to give the Titans a 1st down and look to add to their lead here early in this one. As we did talk about, Aiden Norder, who graduated last year, was the starting quarterback for this Titans team since about his sophomore season. Was in and out of the rotation and just a very strong leader. Big shoes to fill here for Cooper Hausman, but as we talked about last week, he stepped into this rotation and did absolutely everything he needed to do on the big upset win over the Antlers. Tell you what, talking to Twilly after that game, Coach Twilly, that is for the Titans, they didn't go into that game looking as as an upside opportunity. They went in thinking that they were the better team and came out on the other side. Definitely looking like that. Cooper Hausman back to throw this time. Sends it back over to Kearney, his third reception of the game. He sprints forward. Able to stay in bounds, keeps fighting for it. Makes it to the Wolf 30. Good pass there from Hausman. Slider across the field as we see Kearney able to get about 18 more yards for the Titans and another first down. They'll keep moving the chains here on their second possession of the game.
Yeah, great cross-field pass by Cooper Hausman, and James Kearney finds the ball, ends up getting about 20 to 30 yards on that. And what they call in football is yak. It's yards after contact. James Kearney with about 6 there. Just a tough way to finish out that play. As Hausman's now back in the shotgun again. He drops back to pass. Medill's out long in the end zone. Cooper Hausman's looking. He's scrambling. And he scrambles for about 8 yards. There is a flag on the play.
Good decision there by Hausman to tuck it and run. Had a couple of options downfield. Ultimately made the smart decision, tuck it and run. But we'll see here if these yards will come back from the Titans. They're walking backwards thinking that they will.
I think it is going to come back. It looks like the referees are talking as it will be against Norris. It's going to be a holding on Norris, moving him back 10 yards. Or 5 yards, sorry.
Be first and 20 here for the Titans. Back another shotgun formation with Meyer.
DeVoe out on the left side all by himself with an island with the cornerback. Might see some action over there.
DeVoe got a strong size disadvantage on this left side. It'd be interesting as we see the handoff to Langren. Running off
Good
the
block
side.
by Dylan Meyer.
He cuts back. He's taken down around the 30-yard line. Definitely a lot of yards made up here for the Titans.
Good cutback block there by Dylan Meyer to get back a little yardage they lost there in the flag before. It's going to make it now 2nd and 9. Good run there by Ben Langren. As Titans line back into shotgun. Medill and Hood on the right side for your receivers and DeVoe on the left. Back is to run is Meyer and Langren. As Hausman gets a snap, drops back. He's scrambling. He finds Hood right in the middle, right for the first down. Good scramble by Hausman. Finds Hood for about the 9-yard pass for the first down. Good catch by C.J. Hood. That's going to be his first reception of the game.
I tell you what, from a young quarterback like Hausman, absolutely great patience. Had an opportunity to get it to Hood a little bit earlier. Saw the cornerback biting. Took a little bit of a second. Was able to get the Titans another first down here. Solid leadership here being shown by Hausman. Not the tallest or the biggest QB, but has a fantastic IQ for the game and has been making the right decision so far in this one.
As Meyer gets the handoff, just a bully ball play right up the middle. As Meyer doesn't get much, it's going to be 2nd and about 7 here.
Tell you what, there's not many linemen, linebackers, or corners in this state that are going to be able to take Dylan Meyer one-on-one.
No.
Every time he gets contact made against him, he's definitely going to be getting a couple more yards. You see him checking out of the game. Kel Consbrick will come in, the speedster for the Titans.
Yeah, credit for that tackle, Johnny Radica. That's a tough tackle. Good tackle there by the sophomore. As the Titans are empty backfield. They got 2 receivers left, 3 right. Might see plays to Hood come like this often as Hausman looks, lobs it up. It's going to be Medill in the end zone. And Medill gets the touchdown catch as Hausman throws an 18-yard touchdown pass. Titans go up 13-0.
You see in the replay there, you're just going to send Matt Medill basically on a post route back to the corner, put him on an island with the safety, and goes up and makes a great play for the Titans, putting them up 13-0, 14. If Brady Reeves can finish this off here.
Yeah, and Coach Torling loves his multi-sport athletes as Matt Medill does track and field. High jumps, made state high jump last year, got 2nd place in state high jump with a jump around 6'4". And when you got a guy that can jump 6'4", it is tough to defend as a cornerback.
Not a whole lot you can do against that.
No, just the athleticism is just outstanding from Medill.
Size-wise for the Wolves, not a whole lot you can do against these tall receivers for the Titans. You got Medill, Carney, and Hood all around 6'3", 6'5", and they make an impact for their Titans offensively and defensively so far in this one. We'll take a quick little break and be back with the rest of our first quarter right after this.
As the Titans go out to kick off here, a big shout out to all of our sponsors out there that allow us to do this NSDV broadcast. Gaina Trucking and Excavating, First State Bank, Hausman Construction, Impact Athletics, Inspro Insurance, Nebraska Tire First Farmer Cooperative, Norris Association of Educators, Norris Athletic Booster Club, the Norris Wrestling Club, the Renee Guthard Remax Concepts, and U-Stop. Thank you guys for letting us do this broadcast. It wouldn't be possible if it weren't for you. As the Wolves now go back to return, get in the defense. As number 2, the quarterback, Easton Maines, will be back to return. It's not many times that you see a football team have their quarterback go back to return. Unless you're Lamar Jackson, I believe.
But Tom Brady, too, back often returning kicks for the Buccaneers this season. As we see Brady Reeves, little pooch kick off to the left side. The Wolves will field it, looking to go dead center, good blocking. They'll make it out to around the 30-yard line and set up for their second offensive series of the game as the Titan defense comes on.
Yeah, Titans get up to a 14-0 early start. As the Wolves need to pick things up just a little bit, they can get some momentum going their way. Just get yard after yard. Maybe get a touchdown here on this possession. Get back in the game, get their confidence going. I know last week versus Waverly, it was 49-0, so they never found the end zone. The Titans hope to keep that streak going for the Wolves this game as the Wolves look to break it. As the handoff goes to number 22, Christian Young, the sophomore. He's going to be met at the line roughly by number 68. Looks like Gavin Novotny. Good tackle by Novotny.
Trying to go dead center with it. Those big D tackles of the Titans force them outside. And then when you go outside and you got those great DNs for the Titans, of course, and James Carney and Trey DeVoe, not a whole lot you can do. Collapsed on him quickly. Sutton Johnson, that is. Easton Maines once again sets up in the shotgun formation. Steps back. Looks for a long ball here. Off the hands of number 22 for Elkhorn North, Christian Young.
Yeah, if Young could have intercepted that, there was a lot of room, a lot of green in front of him. Wolves might have put some points on the board there as the Titans were all in front of him. Maybe a little miscommunication there, but the Titans end up getting the stop. It was a good play by cornerback Cale Consbrook. CJ Hood was over there, at least to scare him. I mean, we got a big body like CJ Hood. That's a scary, scary object running at you at full speed.
When you got good cornerbacks like Consbrook and, of course, Wallstrom on the outside as well, you got a lot of confidence in your matchups. I'm sure Ty Twirling's okay with him going any direction offensively. Long ball, good defensive play there to at least get in the way by CJ Hood. Once again through the hands, however, of the Elkhorn North receiver.
Yeah, as you see on the replay, it looks like Andrew Harvey's getting, CJ Hood tips it, and Andrew Harvey's just right on his hip. And that's to perfection. As a cornerback coach is going to love that play when they watch Huddle tomorrow morning. And it looks like up in the broadcast booth,
as we see, we thought for a second possibly might be going for it, but looks like they're going to go and punt as we see Kel Consbrook, as we talked about last week, had the kickoff return for a touchdown. Look for a solid play here from Consbrook.
As it's going to be Volk back to punt. Consbrook picks it up.
Risky play there from Consbrook to run up and corral it, but he's confident. Runs up, snags it, gives it to the ref, and the Titans will set up here with great field position on their own 49-yard line, heading the other direction.
A good pickup for the Titans. Good showing out here by the Wolves' parents. With the circumstances, I understand that it's only immediate family, so thank you for all the viewers out there that are tuning in. It looks like we're at 270 viewers. That is awesome. But there's even Wolves on the broadcast. Looks like Jake Jansen. Go Wolves. And sorry if I mispronounced your name. Mridula Achiraya says go Wolves as well. As Langren breaks free. Great run by Langren. Met by number 14, Kyrie Bennett. But unfortunately, it's after the 40-yard gain. Little rumbling, bumbling, stumbling there by Langren. As he is now on the Wolves' 27-yard line.
Tell you what, as we talked about, Ben Langren going to be a big impact on this team for this year. Hasn't had a whole lot of varsity experience. His older brother, as we talked about, Sam Langren, had an impact play yesterday, which I'm sure he won't forget. His INT returned back for a touchdown. His pick six last year, I believe,
was against
Omaha
Gross Catholic.
One of his favorite memories as we see Consbrook on the motion. Takes play here from Hausman. Back to Langren, looks to cut it back. Gain about 5 yards for the Titans.
Yeah, as Langren's back there as running back right now, but the main running back is Bryson Schultz. He's injured, I believe, with a leg injury, but he also did amazing for the Titans last year following Ashton Hausman. Cooper Hausman's older brother is now a strong safety at the University of Nebraska, as their season was right now delayed, we hope. We hope delayed.
We hope at some point we'll get to see our Huskers play, regardless, even if do have to cut back from this season. Another year of eligibility will be given.
As a draw play from the Titans, Cooper Hausman's going. Juke moves all around and touchdown Norris. There is a flag on the play, and it's going to be holding on the Titans.
Cooper Hausman going to be frustrated about that holding call. Definitely going to be one of going back and looking at that on huddle. Hopefully he won't be able to see the flag call. He'll put that in his highlight reel. Call it a touchdown. So the Titans will come back.
Yeah, as Coach Twirling unfortunately will not be too happy about that. As it's play like those that you could be up 21-0 that affect you maybe in the long terms of the game and close games, those flags really, really get to you. As the Titans will move back now. It's going to be 2nd and 17 from the 34-yard line.
Very similar situation on this second series for the Titans as they were able to continue to move the chains to get a touchdown out to their lead 14-0 earlier. In this one, Titans going to definitely look to add. Tell you what, even if they can't get too far in his next couple of plays, you got Brady Reeves here as the kicker who has hit some bombs in practice, even all the way back to the 50. Be interesting to see what Coach Twirling does if we do get put in a 4th down position around this side of the field.
A great first quarter by the Titans. The Wolves look to pick things up here in the second, but fans are going crazy down there as they're starting the "Here we go, Norris" chant. Sun's starting to set. Lights are turned on. I can smell the popcorn. If we had concessions, I would be able to smell the popcorn. But it's a good day here in Firth, Nebraska, as this is NSTV Live. We'll be here right back with you in a few seconds. As we begin to start the second quarter, the smell of popcorn actually is coming into my nose as we do have concessions. Go down, get your pretzels, get your popcorn at home. But grab a drink, kick back, get with family and friends, and watch your Titans start the second quarter on the Wolf 37-yard line.
Tell you what, I've been impressed so far with this Elkhorn North team. Early staying in this one as much as possible. Had a little bit of success on offense as well in their first series. Be interesting to see if they can get a stop here, possibly hold the Titans from scoring. We see Cooper Hausman. Right side, CJ Hood open. Unsuccessful one-hand catch opportunity there for Hood. Wasn't able to corral that one. Last year, had a chance to go to state for the Titans up against, I believe it was, who they play?
Scotts Bluff. Scotts Bluff.
Had a couple of Sports Center top 10 plays with his one-hand catches last year Definitely looking to add those to his highlight reels. We see Cooper Hausman gets the call from the sideline, runs in, and will look to convert here on the Elkhorn North 34.
As Hausman's back in the shotgun, got trips right for Norris. Hausman calling the cadence. It's going to be a handoff to Langren right up the middle. Langren fights for a couple of yards, but it's going to be short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and looks like to be 15. And let's see if the Titans put the punt team in or put in the kicker, Brady Reeves, as he's made a 53-yarder this year. So it's going to be cool to see what the Titans do. It looks like they're going to go for it. I mean, why not here on the 37-yard line?
Conservative play there on the 3rd down play. We see Toylan going to get a little more risky here on this 4th and 15. Titans can convert here. Be a big impact on this game.
And on the left side, you got Langren, and then you got 2 6'4" Giants wideouts with Carney and Medill. You might see Hausman look that way. As Hausman going to throw up the middle to Langren, and touchdown Norris as Langren. Hausman dropped it right over the top.
What a throw.
That was right in the breadbasket. You could not do anything about that as defense. But as you see in the replay, that is just right past the hands of the outstretched defender, number 28, Trey McDougald.
Tell you what, it looked like Johnny Radica had a chance to jump up there and snatch it as well. It looked like he bit a little bit too early, and it'll sink right into the hands of Ben Langren for the touchdown. But Brady Reeves can convert here to Titans up 21-0 at the beginning of the second quarter. He does. Titans up 21-0 early in this one.
Yeah, Langren with the touchdown there. Great catch by Langren. Hausman just kind of threw it over the top, and Langren said, "Look what I found," and runs across the Norris goal line as the Titans are off to a hot start. The fans are going crazy here. It's a good day to be a Titan as the early lead.
Titans up 21-0 early in the second quarter. Brady Reeves looks to kick off and pin the Wolves deep here. Elkhorn North, as we discussed earlier, a young team, just their first year as a school in general added up. This year is Elkhorn North. No seniors on the team, as I have to have 2 years of at the same school. Lots of freshmen, lots of sophomores, lots of juniors. Junior players are going to definitely have to step up for this Elkhorn North team.
Is back to return the kick is Sutton Johnson.
Good job there by Brady Reeves, actually the kicker, to make that tackle, as well as Hunter Hudson, the tight end DN for the Titans.
And that was Kyrie Bennett on the return, sorry. Kyrie Bennett with the good return there.
Elkhorn North desperately needs a couple of points here as the Titans up 21-0 at the beginning of the second. Tell you what, if they can make it quick, straight shot down the field, add a couple of points, definitely give them a lot of confidence. As you see the end around here, too, as we talked about, Kyrie Bennett, who we've been saying a lot of his name tonight, 175-pound junior.
That's great tackle there on the backside by number 5, Cale Consbrook, just an ankle biter. But it ends up stopping the play for 2nd and 10 now. He's pretty hype about that one.
Cale Consbrook, not the biggest player on the field as we discussed, but he's got a heart of a lion and making lots of plays early in this one and early in the season, as we discussed. Had a great game last week. Didn't get a whole lot of varsity minutes last year, but definitely making an impact on this team early in the season for the Titans.
The Wolves now lined up in the gun. They got Bennett on the left. They're going to look to feed Bennett. Nope, it's going to be read option. Quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to get met right at the line of scrimmage, maybe even for a loss of yards. Nope, it's going to be right at the line of scrimmage for 3rd and 10. But great job by the D-line, by DeVoe and James collapsing the pocket. And it's going to be Bernheide and Novotny on the tackles as DeYoung is now subbing in for Bernheide.
Tell you what, Caleb DeYoung, as we talked to him today at school and before the season even started, definitely was looking forward to this season so much, and he's really excited to be here tonight. Quick shout out to the Sapphires dance team. Got a performance at halftime. Really looking forward to that. 4 new members of that team. Tackled by Langer, but it will be a first down for this Elkhorn North team. They will move the sticks.
Yeah, Norris defense fooled on the jet sweep to the left as Maines, the quarterback, just keeps it and runs up for a gain of 10 yards. Clutch play there on 3rd and 10, yeah. But now it's going to be the Titans 40, or the Wolves 40. Good play there by Maines to keep the possession and keep the series going for the Wolves as it was desperately needed. The Wolves back in the gun. Bennett goes for the sweep left. The ball's loose, but there's a flag on the play. It is going to be, looks like the Wolves are moving back as the umpire comes out. It's going to be a false start on the Wolves, moving them back 5 yards. It's going to be 1st and 15. But good discipline by the Titans to stay on their feet, stay on their ground. And a little miscommunication by the Wolves in the huddle on what counts they're going on. As your D-line is now, looks like number 60, Dane Van Cleve, Trey DeVoe, Caleb DeYoung, and James Carney. That is scary, facing those dudes up front with the pack line defense. Hood is back at strong safety as the Wolves now line up in the gun yet again. Bennett goes in motion, and Maines keeps it again right at the middle, but it's going to be met by Meyer with another tackle. As we said last year, he had 141 tackles. That is amazing as a junior. He just keeps on to looks to keep on making that record grow and grow as he records a tackle there. As DeYoung is now subbed out of the game. Wolves getting the play from the wide receiver. It's going to be 2nd and 13 on the Wolves 37.
Yeah, stopping this Elkhorn North shotgun approach isn't going to be too difficult for the Titans tonight as they run a really similar offense. These Titans defenders definitely have had a lot of work in practice going against plays like that, as DeVoe almost gets a chance to tip it right there. Wallstrom misses the tackle, and they'll come in and bring him down. Gain of about 1 on that play. DeVoe had a really close chance of just seeing the replay to tip it, as we see actually Wallstrom and Andrew Harvey on the tackle there. Wallstrom number 4, Harvey, the linebacker number 20 for this Titans team. 3rd and 11, going to be tough. This North team, look for a pass dead center here. And as I say that, I look straight dead center and I see C.J. Hood, and I say that might be a dangerous play to go. Throw it right across the face of C.J. Hood.
Yeah, he's got great vision back there, great anticipation, as Aiden Order was a safety last year, but now it's replaced with just as good safety, C.J. Hood. As Carney rushes the quarterback, the rush is gonna do enough just for him to throw above the hands of Bennett, and it's gonna be 4th and 11. Great rush there by Carney, as Trey congratulates him, says good job. That is the DN combo that you do not want to see if you're an offense.
Yeah. Look to see them possibly at Memorial Stadium in just a couple months, as they definitely are going to be making an impact on this Titans team, not only in football this year, but other sports such as basketball for DeVoe, track and field for Carney coming up as well. Elkhorn North going to punt here for the 3rd time tonight. Back once again is Kel Consbrook. Kel Consbrook, absolutely fearless, the junior, back there, as we saw earlier. Whistle before the snap here.
Yep, as the umpire comes out to make the call. And it's going to be delay of game on the Wolves. as he holds up an X across his chest. Shout out to Black Panther. But back to punt is Vogt. Vogt gets it. And it looks like it was tipped. And it's going to soar out of bounds. That looks like the 50-yard line.
We'll see in the replay here. Not even sure if it was tipped. They might have just done enough to scare the punter back there for the Wolves.
But it was a great rush, yeah.
There.
Just a left side blitz by the Titans. Creates either enough to get a tip or enough to shank the punt. But the ball is going to be at the Wolves' 47-yard line. Great field position for the Titans to start off this possession, as Hausman has already recorded 2 touchdown passes, and he's over 100 yards on the game. As the Titans line up in the gun, look to see the Titans up in the gun a lot this year, as Hausman's comfortable back there. You got Langren. Once you get Schultz back in there, you got speed. But Hausman's going to drop back to pass, bubble pass to Matt Medill. Matt Medill goes, he's at the 40, and he stumbles to about the 38-yard line. It's going to be second and looks to be 1. Good bubble pass out there to Matt Medill. Good fight to get the extra yards.
Tell you what, so tough to bring down is Matt Medill, as well as so many of these other Titan players. He's got so much strength, definitely an impact on the weight room. Ty Twirling puts on all of his players. We see Cooper Hausman once again. And the shotgun steps back. Read option here, decides to keep it. Gains a couple of yards, does Hausman. Brought down around the 38-yard line. No gain on that one.
Yeah, and look for the Titans to do that a lot this year also. It's called an RPO. It's a run-pass option. It's a read option first, and Hausman, it's all based on Hausman deciding where to go, reading the defense, where he should go, either pass, pitch, keep it himself like he just did there. But now you got Medill and Carney lined up on the right. Medill's a little by himself. You might see Medill get the ball here, as there's 2 receivers covering C.J. Hood out there. As Hausman just gets the direct snap, and he's going. And the tackle's going to be made by number 80. Great tackle by Brandon Cervania.
Good defensive play there from Cervania to get out and make the early tackle on Hausman. Tell you what, thought it might have been a bait there by Hausman, and see James Carney run deep. And as we talked about with those RPOs, a lot of teams aren't able to run those. They don't have enough confidence in their quarterback, but Ty Twirling has instilled a lot of confidence in his young quarterback, Cooper Hausman. They trust him enough to run those plays. Looking deep here for Carney. Great throw from Hausman. Oh, and it's actually out there. Unable to corral the catch. It'll be 3rd and 12 for the Titans. A solid throw there by Hausman.
That was beautifully placed by Hausman.
Just through the outstretched arms of Matt Medill. That's a rare drop there from Medill.
Yeah, but as you say, next play is always the best play, as it's 3rd and 12 now for the Titans. Great throw by Hausman. Titans look to score this series to make it 28-0. Wolves look to stop them. Last, another shout out. Again, big thank you to our sponsors at NSTV Broadcast. To make this happen, it's going to be Gaina Trucking and Excavating, First State Bank, Hausman Construction, Impact Athletics, Inspro Insurance, Nebraska Tire Firth Farmer Cooperative, Norris Association of Educators, Norris Athletic Booster Club, Norris Wrestling Club, Renee Guthard, Remax Concepts, and U-Stop. If you're enjoying tonight's broadcast, consider becoming a patron or donating to us through our PayPal account. Links to donate can be found in the description of our videos by visiting our website, norris160.org/NSDV. Patron subscribers and donors will be mentioned in our future broadcast. So go ahead and go to our YouTube and press that subscribe button for football, or if you like all Titans sports, all fall sports. We got volleyball and softball that we also do. As Hausman's back in the gun to come out of the timeout. Hausman back to pass. Good block by Langren. Hausman's going to scramble. Hausman's got room. He's got lots of room. Hausman takes the sideline and gets pushed out of bounds. Looks inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be at the 8-yard line. Hausman, great scramble. Gain for about 30 yards. And now the Titans are in the red zone. And this is where they're deadly with their tall receivers. As you've already seen, 2 touchdown passes by Cooper Hausman in the red zone. One to Matt Medill, one to Ben Langren, and the other was a 65-yarder to James Carney.
Yeah, great decision there from Cooper Hausman to get outside and scramble. That's what's so dangerous about him. Not only has he have an aggressive arm and can throw to any of these tall receivers, but also great on the scramble opportunity. He's got a lot of speed.
You got a one-on-one on that backside with C.J. Hood. Look for the ball to go that way on an out route. And that's exactly what's going to happen. C.J. Hood's open. Oh, and just a short throw by Hausman. Titans fortunate that wasn't took back to the house by number 22, Christian Young. That was a fortunate play for the Titans, as it could have been easily taken back by Young. Hood on the out route was open. Good route. And so now Meyer comes in to sub. Titans wish they could have had that one back, as that could have been Hausman's 4th passing touchdown of the game. He's already got 3. Let's see if the Wolves one-on-one Hood on the backside yet again. And it's going to be twins left. You got Carney at that right tight end. And Wolves don't like what they see out there. They're going to call a timeout. Timeout by the Wolves. Thank you for watching out there. We are now up to 300 viewers. That is awesome. Thank you, fans from Elkhorn North, watching this game today, cheering on your team. Good showing by the parents from Elkhorn North. Good showing by the Norris parents as well. And thank you all the students and parents that are watching from the North side. Also, shout out to the trainers of Norris, doing good in practices, keeping the players healthy. We got Chance, Delaney, Grace, and Brett Heinrich. Just great job they do to keep the players healthy throughout the season in order to keep week by week them at a full roster.
Once we hit halftime, don't go anywhere. We've got a performance from your Norris dance team, the Sapphires. 4 new additions to their competing team this year, led by Colleen Beatty. As well as we'll have a weather update from Atlee Hansmeyer. Cooper Hausman back with Langren and Meyer to his sides. 2nd and 8 here. Look for one of those tall receivers on the right side. Straight up the gut to Dylan Meyer. Gains a couple of yards. 3rd and goal here for the Titans. 5 more yards to go, and they can add 7 more points onto this leaderboard.
Yep. It's going to be 3rd down. It's going to be 5 yards to go. As Meyer gets subbed out of the game, Bell comes in.
All tall receivers in the game here. We got Medill, Carney, and Hood all going to line outside. Carney's going to set up in the tight end position, as we see on the outside for the Titans. Number 20, Andrew Harvey.
Last week you saw a touchdown by C.J. Hood in that right corner. And it looks like Coach Ty Twirling is going to take the timeout here. Doesn't like what he sees on the offense. Maybe something wrong out there, an extra man. But he's going to take the timeout. We'll be back in just a quick second. Keep with us and enjoy the rest of your first half as the Titans lead 21-0. There's 3:49 left. This is NSTV Live.
Titans looking to line up here, add 7 more points onto the board, as we see Nathan Bell checks into the game for the first time. He'll set all the way out to the left side. Look for a one-on-one matchup with him. And the defender for Elkhorn North, number 22, Christian Young, as well as Hood on the right side. I formation here, Langren in the backfield. They'll give it straight to Langren. He'll run dead center, and he'll get the touchdown for the Titans. The Titans add another 7 onto the board with the run from Langren. His 2nd touchdown of the night. Reception earlier from Hausman as well. Putting the Titans up 27-0. Brady Reeves will look to add to their score with the PAT. Held by senior quarterback Jagger Raymond.
I tell you, do not stand on the tracks when Langren is running through, because it will not end up well for you, as Langren crosses the goal line with just a tough run, as there's a flag on the extra point. It's going to be offsides on the defense. Titans will most likely decline. Or did he miss he missed the field goal, so they'll most likely accept. Try again.
Yeah, field goal actually was blocked there by number 5, Johnny Radica for Elkhorn North, but jumped early. It's on that outside again. Brady Reeves gets it up and through this time. Titans will head up 28-0, 3 minutes left in this first half. DeYoung leading his team off.
That's great possession, great series by the Titans as they march down the field, get the touchdown. Langren with the rushing touchdown. And now they look to go back on that defensive side where they've been dominant all game long. As that is just such a tough defense the Norris has made and created, as Coach Bo Hess, a real foundation, real leader of that organization on the defensive side, coaching up well. But Norris doing a really great job defensively tonight, keeping the Wolves at 0 for this first half so far.
Beautiful view here at Titan Stadium on this first Friday night. Talking to all the players before the game today, they were just so excited to get back onto Titan Field and get these games underway again. Not exactly sure what the rest of the season will look like for either of these teams, whether or not fans will be able to enter back into the stadium as the season goes on. But regardless, these kids are out here excited to play football again, as we see Brady Reeves look to kick off once again and set the Elkhorn North Wolves back deep.
As back to return is number 2, the quarterback, Maines. But it's going to be picked up by number 22, Christian Young. And Christian Young met at the 35-yard line. That's where the Wolves are going to start their first series.
First and 10 Wolves at their own 35.
As Wolves get set up, and the umpire's calling for Wolves break the huddle, but the umpire's communicating something with the side judge. Looks like they're gonna move the clock up to 3:23 as the Wolves get ready to take on the series. Hopefully score here before halftime. Get some momentum going into the second half. As Maines gets the snap, hands it off to the running back, Christian Young. Great tackle there by a gang of Titans. And it's going to be 2nd and 7. Ben Langren looks like it's going to be on that stop. You're going to see his name a lot defensively, along with Meyer, Medill, Hood, DeVoe. Basically, everyone on that Norris defensive roster is going to have their names said tonight, as they're all just such good defensively. Hard hitters. Get in there, not afraid to go tackle whoever. As the Wolves in the power eye now. Handoff to Young. DeVoe tries to grab his ankles. He slips away. And it's going to be Langren with the tackle again. Going to make it 3rd and 3 for the Wolves. DeVoe does get the tackle there. Good job by DeVoe to catch a foot. And now it is 3rd and 3, like I said, for the Wolves on the 43-yard line. Titans look to get a stop here so they can get the ball back before halftime. Maybe score, make it 35-0. I know Coach Ty Twirling would love that, as Young gets the handoff and gets the first down before Langren can take him down. Good run there by Young. Now it's a 1st and 10 for the Wolves on the 48-yard line. Hood's back at free safety. You got Wallstrom and Consbrook out at the corners. It's going to be single receivers both sides.
After our first couple of passes early in this game, Elkhorn North has really fallen back into a rushing offense. Right as I say that,
he drops back.
Carney, good move there by Mace to get past Carney. Meyer not able to corral him as well. Good tackle there by Consbrook. We'll bring him down right around the 48-yard line. Wolves looking to go quick here. Just 1:40 left on the clock. Good move there to get by Miami, Ohio commit James Carney. Not an often miss you'll see there, or not, excuse me, a rare miss there from James Carney. Not something you see often from him.
As the Wolves look to pick up the tempo with 1:23 left to go in the second half. They're in the power I formation with single receivers on both sides. Maine drops back to pass. Maine goes deep. Wallstrom.
What a catch! Oh,
And it's going to be incomplete. Hit the ground. Great play by Wallstrom as it looks like he got the interception. Played it perfectly. Hand right on the hip. Hand up. Caught it. But unfortunately hits the ground before the catch.
The outside ref had a perfect view there of the ball. Looked like from up here, possibly stayed on his chest the entire time. Great decision making there from Wallstrom to cut in front of the receiver and try to pick that one off. And as we talked about from our angle, it looked like an INT, but down on the field it looked like it might have hit the ground and bobbled out. Wallstrom definitely going to be wanting that one back. 3rd and 4, 1:08 left on the clock here.
As Maine back in the gun. Maine hands it off to Young. Young breaks away, and the tackle is going to go to Colton Wallstrom, but not before Young gets another first down. As the Wolves are rolling here now with the 1st and 10 on the Titan 35. They look to score. Minute left in the half.
After the first down, the clock keeps moving. The Wolves need to hustle up here. Only 55 left. That thing's rolling down to halftime.
As the Wolves look to score their first touchdown of the year, as Maine drops back again. Looks like Maine's going to throw deep. It is scrambling. And DeVoe!
By DeVoe. Just quicker, faster, and stronger. Able to get out there and grab him by the ankles and bring him down. Great play there from Trey DeVoe.
As DeVoe flexes on him. Great play by DeVoe. As you've seen that replay, just sprints, chases him down with that killer speed and makes the play and makes the Wolves coach Stanley call a timeout.
That's the thing that's so scary about this defensive line for the Titans is they're all so fast as well. With you got Carney, Trey DeVoe, as well as Dawson Bernheide and Gavin Novotny, all quick players for this Titans team. Trey DeVoe on that one, able to snatch his ankles and bring him down. Elkhorn North on the 41. They're going to need a prayer here in these last 36 seconds if they want to add their first points of not only this game, but the season. Shout out to Wyatt Wubbles for tuning into the stream tonight. An absolute stud of an athlete here at Norris High. Thank you for tuning into the stream, as well as everyone else in the comment section and tuning into the broadcast. 2nd and 16 for this Wolves team. They're not worried about these first downs right now. They're worried about getting a touchdown or possibly getting in field goal range and adding their points onto the board. Mays runs out to the outside. Needs to get outside. Dylan Meyer slings him down to the ground. Stands over and says, "This is my field." Wolves need to hustle up. Clock running down.
Yeah, you got a train in Meyer as he just bullies through the blocker. Looks like Young and makes the tackle on Maine. Not many people are going to stop that.
Hail Mary opportunity here. Couple of seconds to get this play off.
It's going to be 5, 4, Maine to snap. Maine gets it off. It looks like he's going to chuck it
ball on
deep.
the backside.
Maine gets it off. And incomplete. Great play by Consbrook as that is going to conclude your first half. Titans up 28-0. They're looking comfortable as Meyer sprints off the field. And the North Wolves are looking to pick things up in the second half. And they surely can as the Titans do lead 28-0. Hausman already with 3 touchdown passes. Langren with 1 touchdown run. As now your Sapphires dance team will perform their own dance routine to the parents. Make sure to be tuned in here as we got a great halftime show for you. For my partner Houston and I, this is NSTV Live. We'll be right back with you.
The members of the Sapphires dance team: Lydia Brown, Marley Moss, Maddie Stolz, Tegan Beatty, Emma Hoffman, Lacey Havlet, Iva Wolf, Bria McClintock, Rayleigh Jurasic, Taryn Beatty, and Samantha Howard performing a hip-hop routine tonight.
Great routine. Thank you to the Sapphires for that halftime entertainment.
Norris Athletic Boosters would like to introduce TAG. TAG stands for Together a Greater Good, and it's a simple-to-use app right on your phone. With just a few clicks, you can help support Norris Titans athletes. All you need to do is tag your receipt from Norris Athletic Boosters would like to introduce TAG. TAG stands for Together a Greater Good, and it's a simple-to-use app right on your phone. With just a few clicks, you can help support Norris Titans athletes. All you need to do is tag your receipt from purchases you're already making from participating businesses like U-Stop and Godfathers in Hickman, or many other businesses in Lincoln and the Omaha area. To get started with TAG, just download the app on your iPhone or Android device. Once the app is installed, first select Norris Athletic Booster Club from the organizations found under More menu. Second, select the tag icon at the bottom of the screen. Select the Norris Athletic Booster Club, then select the business that your receipt is from. Then, take a picture of your receipt and select Use Photo. It's that easy. Together, we can create a greater good for our Titan athletes.
Thank you for the love.
And now for a quick weather update from our sideline reporter, Allie Hansmeyer. Allie, how's the weather tonight?
It's pretty nice. It's a good, nice night to play football.
It is.
Wish more people could experience it, but sadly, it's just us. We got the people going.
Yes, we did. What did you think of that performance by the Sapphires? I thought it was absolutely stunning.
Oh, it was good. I liked it. I liked the music and then the little stair thingy they did.
Fun little fact, that was actually supposed to be their performance in state basketball last year. Unfortunately, with everything getting cut short last year, they weren't able to perform, but definitely a great performance there. Of course,
Oh,
coached
yeah.
by Colleen Beatty. Very impressive. Possibly
Always.
see you on the dance team next year?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, thank you, Allie, for tuning in today. Appreciate
Yeah.
that little weather update and
Yeah,
say a
no
little wave to
problem.
the camera.
Hi, guys.
And yeah, we'll be back for our second half in about 2 minutes. This is NSTV Live. We'll be back.
Hello and welcome back to the start of your second half as the Titans now are taking the field, getting their stretches in. Hopefully everyone had a good halftime, good food, good drinks. Hopefully you're all with family and friends watching and enjoying some great Friday night football.
Tell you what, quick shout out to Matt Rice for bringing us our Gatorades tonight. Not a whole lot you can do. Fuel up with Gatorade, however, and you will be ready to do the rest of our second half broadcast. Once again, thanks for everybody tuning in. In just a few seconds, we'll get our second half underway. This is NSCB Live. I'm Houston Boy, once again, joined by Cade Rice. We'll be back in just a second. Another quick shout out to our sponsors. Thank you all for helping us get this live stream going. Really appreciate it. Couldn't do this without you. Gaines Trucking and Excavating, First State Bank, Hausman Construction, Impact Athletics, Inspro Insurance, Nebraska Tire, Firth Pharma Cooperative, Norris Association of Educators, North Athletic Booster Club, the Norris Wrestling Club, Renee Goodhart, Remax Concepts, and of course, You Stop. Kate, after that first half, great performance there from Cooper Hausman. Elkhorn North has a bit of a hole they got to climb out of in this second half, down 28-0, but definitely have a chance here in this second half. You see Jagger Amon warming up possibly for an appearance in this second half as well. What are you looking to see out of this Titans team in this second half?
If I was Coach Twirling, I'd be looking to see more consistent, keep staying consistent on defense, offensively, lay back on the flags. If the Titans can just hold back on a couple of flags and stay disciplined throughout the whole rest of the game, they can really extend this lead and make it more of a deficit as they look to do that. The Wolves are still pretty young. They got a lot to learn, but playing good teams like this and Waverly, they really learned a lot last week as the 49-0 loss, but they can learn a lot this week. And when you're young, it's only room for improvement and to grow. And so it's really good for them to see teams, good teams like that, as we see our sweet sideline camera view. Our new camera angle this year we got a sideline reporter, 12-year-old Mitchell down there. Thank you, Mitchell.
Shout out to Mitchell, doing a great job. As a young, just 12 years old, definitely making an impact. Like many players are for this Norris Titans team, Mitchell definitely doing an impact on this broadcast down there, getting the close-ups of all the players. What are you looking to see from Elkhorn North in their shotgun-style position that they've been taking early in this first half? Definitely similar to how Norris is playing. What do you think they'll try to switch up in the second half to possibly add some more points onto the board?
Well, with their quarterback, Maine, I think he's going to look to drop back a couple more times, find Bennett screeching down the field a lot more, and he's going to look to feed Young on the run game. Maybe try a little more speed options, more sweeps to the outside. They are a fast team. Got to give credit to them on that. But so are the Titans with DeVoe and Carney on the outsides. It's just going to be a matter of who wants it more on that side of the ball.
Sutton Johnson definitely made a pretty big impact in those first couple of quarters. You saw the Elkhorn North Wolves started off with a pretty pass-heavy offensive attack and then pretty switched up into that more run style in the second quarter. Had a little bit more success. Definitely going to need a strong first series of plays here as an absolutely gorgeous view up from the broadcast booth here. Anything else I'd rather be doing right now than broadcasting some football here on a Friday night, as we talked about all these players from both sides excited to be out here and playing, as we'll have Brady Reeves kick off and begin our second half of tonight's action. Kickoff sent flying high back into the hands of the Wolves. Looking to cut it out to the left. Titans snuff it out early. Pretty good field possession here, though. The Elkhorn North Wolves will have it around the 29-yard line.
Yeah, good return there by Maine. As he gets to, like you said, the 29-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 Wolves. Hopefully they can get more fluent offensive possessions throughout this second half, as they're a little stagnant in the first half, not getting as much yards as I know their coach Stanley wanted. But Maine, as he's in the gun, hopefully we can look to see him pass more this second half as he's in the shotgun. Hands it off to the running back, number 11. It's going to be Sutton Johnson, and Johnson with a good run, but met by Langren, as Langren's going to record the tackle. It's going to be 2nd and 6.
As you'll see in the Yokohama Fire cooperative replay right there, just good anticipation there from the Titans linebacker core. Sutton Johnson definitely had an opportunity to cut it outside, chose not to, just due to the good pursuit there of the outside linebackers of the Titans in Harvey and Medill. Sutton Johnson once again gets a couple more yards.
Shout out to Scott Waters, Eric Keetle, and Steve Gruber for tuning in to tonight's game. Thank you, guys.
Brought us a pizza the first night. Not exactly sure where that pizza is tonight. Probably be expecting it somewhere in the second half from Godfathers.
As Scott Waters helps with the Norris volleyball team,
yes,
we also do that.
Does indeed. What a great man he is. Flag on the play here. As we see, it took the Wolves back into a 2nd and 16 position here. Not a great start for them in this second half. 11:26 left on the clock.
As the Titans defense just waiting for the Wolves to break that huddle so we can get back into action here at Titan Stadium. As the Wolves do break the huddle, looks like it's going to be a twin package to the left, double tight end set for the Wolves.
As an opponent preparing, as we see Sutton Johnson breaks one across the middle, rams through Matt Medill, which is not an easy thing to do. Oh, fumble possibly opportunity. Dylan Meyer picks it up. They'll say was caused by the ground, however. As we see on the replay, looks like it hit his knee was down before the ball popped loose, and the Wolves will still be on the 25-yard line. 3rd and 6 opportunity here. as I was discussing, when you prepare against this Titan team, not really any holes or weaknesses in this defense. Got a great secondary core and a great linebacker core, and that defensive line is just so stacked with the likes of Novotny and Carney. We see Dylan Meyer looks to get on it to the outside. Great dive there from Maine. Looks like he might have gotten the first down. We'll see here. Depends how the refs spot him here. 4th and 2. Man, I wouldn't be surprised if the Wolves try to go for this one early, as it looks like they will bring out the punt team possibly. Back on their own 37. Don't want to give anything up early. Possibly a fake opportunity, however.
Outstanding effort there by Maine. Great lunge to try for the first down. But the Wolves are going to have to punt back to Consbrook. Ready for the punt. As to punt is Vogt. Vogt gets the snap. It's a good punt back to Consbrook. Consbrook gets it. Consbrook run up the middle and gets met at the 48-yard line, where the Titans will start the second half. Hopefully Cooperhausen can continue that hot start that he had in the first half. If you're just now joining us, he had 3 touchdown passes, looking very comfortable. He's at 150-plus yards of throwing on the night, and he's found Matt Medill and James Carney in the end zones, along with Ben Langren has a reception touchdown and rushing touchdown. Hausman might look to find Hood right away in the second half, as the targets have been going away from Hood. But you can't get lackadaisical when you got an athlete like him out in the field, as Meyer and Hausman come in to tell the Titan offense what's going on. And they break the huddle. It's going to be C.J. Hood on the left, Matt Medill on the right. You got James Carney at tight end. Titans are in power I. You got Meyer at fullback and Langren at halfback.
Hausman still in the game. Couple more touchdowns, possibly see a little bit more rotation switches. Ben Langren breaks one out to the left side. He cuts it back. He's going. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10. Another cutback block there from Medill. He cuts back, and a touchdown here off of about a 75-yard run there from Ben Langren. Breaks one loose through the dead center. Touchdown, Titans.
And there's going to be a flag on the play off the great run by Langren. And as we get from the booth help up here, it's going to look to be a holding call on the Titans. And that's, like I said earlier, right at halftime, the Titans, Coach Twirling, is going to want to hold back on those flags, because it's plays like those where players really want it back. You got an amazing play that Langren just provided for the stream and the people here at Norris. But unfortunately, it's going to get taken back. And now it's going to be a 1st and a mile for Norris. And Coach Twirling just doesn't like to see that, as the flags kill you, like I said.
Yeah, after about a 75-yard touchdown run there from Langren, will bring them back to around their own 25. Unlucky there. Have to check the replay to see exactly who the flag was on. But regardless, it's over. Titans back 1st and 18 on their own 25, as we see Meyer, Hausman, Harvey get the call. Look to see Andrew Harvey make a bigger impact as well as the season continues on. Just a junior for this team as well. That is a strong background core with Hausman, Meyer.
And another
Harvey.
flag on the field. And it's going to be delay game on the Titans. And now they're going to take a 1st and seems like forever from Kansas. This is going to be a long drive for the Titans. Long first down. I mean, the Titans can make long stretch plays like it's already been showed twice. And so they look for it here as Carney's lined up one-on-one with an outside receiver. You might look at Carney here. But Meyer's going to get the handoff. Meyer runs on the left side. Bully balls his way for 7 yards. Nice run there by Meyer. As now shortened up the distance between the first down mark. It's now going to be 2nd and 17. Not as bad.
Solid tackle there made on a strong Dylan Meyer. Tough to bring him down. talking to the players as well before this game. No one likes to go up against him in practice. Absolutely bulldozed you over you. As we see the Titans once again will set up in a shotgun formation here with Hausman.
As like Dane Small says in the comment section, it is a great day and great game here at the Titan Dome. Except this is the Titan Stadium. The Titan Dome is just north of us. As Langren gets the pass, like we saw before, Langren's breaking out. As Langren gets his stiff arms, and Langren with a beautiful play, and now he got himself to the Wolf 48-yard line. Great play by the Titans.
We have an injured player down here for the North Wolves, number 58. For Elkhorn North.
It's going to be Sean Achera.
While we have a moment here, I want to give a quick shout out to Brianna Stye, as well as Reese and Dreesen for tuning in. Really love seeing all the students tune into these games, as well as we got a group of Callie Croker, Molly Ramsey, and a couple of other great students at Norris High tuned into these games, doing everything we can to keep you guys entertained here on this Friday night.
And as we had cross country earlier this week, Libby Gurley, good competition up in Seward, ran pretty well. Got her race time advanced by 1 minute. Good job. Shout out there to Libby.
A couple of other good competitors for the cross-country team. Ben Mandalay set his personal record yesterday. Love to see that from that cross-country standpoint. As back to our game currently. Football tonight with Cooper Hausman once again set up in the shotgun formation. Langren behind him. Pass opportunity.
Hausman's got Hood in the middle. Hood's running. Oh, and just past the outstretched arms of Hood as he was sprinting up the field. But great look for the Titans as CJ Hood had a one-on-one opportunity in the middle to get a touchdown as he comes back to the huddle.
The cornerback limping back here for the Elkhorn North Wolves. If he decides to stay in the game, look for Twirling. Coach Twirling is for the Titans to look for a one-on-one matchup with him and CJ Hood on the outside. As we just saw a moment ago, Cooper Hausman definitely going to want that one back.
As you got twins all around, twins both sides, and the ball's going to go to Langren, and Langren's met by a pack of wolves right up the middle as they eat it up, and it's going to be 3rd and 8. You got Carney in the game now, along with Hood and Medill at receiver. Look for the ball to go toward one of those names, as you got 6'4", 6'5", 6'4". It's just a great wide receiver core there for the Titans, as they're going to probably use that all year long. And when you add DeVoe in there, you got another 6'4". It's just so tough to stop that wide receiver core as Cooper Hausman is in an open backfield. Drops back to pass as the rush comes, but Cooper Hausman breaks it. He throws it downfield to Kale Consbrook.
What a catch there from Consbrook at around the 5-yard line. A perfect dot, as the kids call it these days, from Cooper Hausman to Kale Consbrook. Able to break free. Ball came out after the play, but he was down in enough possession there. Titans look to send it straight through the gut here to Langren, possibly for a quick TD, possibly to put them up 35-0, excuse me.
Yeah, Consbrook put on the burners on that play as he beats his defender down the field, gets the amazing catch over the shoulder catch, and now the Titans got the ball inside the 5-yard line in the red zone.
High set up here with Langren.
Look for the ball. Look for the ball to go to Meyer here, Houston. As it goes to Langren, let Meyer block and lead the way, and Langren's gonna get another touchdown tonight. Langren is on a roll, as that is his 3rd touchdown tonight. Or excuse me, 2nd touchdown. His long touchdown got taken away, but that one will count.
As we did talk about, Langren didn't have a whole much of a year last year, not playing a whole lot of RC minutes, but I tell you what, making such an impact on this team so far in the first game as well as tonight with the 2 touchdowns you mentioned. Definitely going to be awesome to see how he prepares for the rest of the season. Brady Reeves, PAT up and good. Titans up 35-0. Quick shout out as well to Kendall Zavala, who broke the 8th grade record for the Seward Cross Country Invite. Absolute stunning performance from the middle school cross country team, as well as Ken Zavala, congratulations. This cross-country team always been such a fantastic team for the School of Norris. Quick shout out to Case and Misco as well for tuning into the stream.
Also, shout out to the great teacher, Coach Kaler, out there. As Kaler and his wife are watching at home, thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate you guys. Also, shout out for Coach Shelsta for watching the game. Also, student, fellow senior along with us, Brayson Moeller, as going down as one of the greatest fans in Norris Titan history. We love you out there, Brayson. Thank you for watching.
Make sure to tune into all the softball and volleyball live streams. I'm sure you hear a lot of great stories about Brayson Mueller hitting dingers on all of the great pitchers from Norris. Alexis Wiggins, who had a absolutely career-studded performance yesterday.
17 strikeouts.
Strikeouts, just an absolute amazing performance. There's only 7 innings. That's about the entire game, basically. As the Titans have a fumble opportunity here, looks like Elkhorn North is able to jump onto it.
Yeah, it kind of just doinked off the front line and rolls back into Wolf territory. So good field position for the Wolves as it rolls in their favor. Some trivia for tonight. Just drop your answers down in the comment section. What is the only time where 50 plus 10 equals 40? What is the only time where 50 plus 10 equals 40? Drop the answers down in the comment section. We will announce the winner.
I don't even know what the answer is.
We will announce the winner and maybe a prize. But go ahead and drop your comments in the comment section below.
I think I might have just figured out the answer. It'll be interesting to see who gets it quickly here in the comment section. Possibly an NSDV shirt going along with the correct answer here. That ups the stakes a little bit.
You got 7 minutes to answer. We'll give you to the start of the 4th quarter, as is now 35-0 Titans, as the Elkhorn North Wolves look to get something going behind quarterback Maine. As Twins left, Maine's going to hand it off to, it looks like, Young down there. And tackle, good tackle there. It's going to be by number 88 from Norris. It's going to be Hunter Hudson. Hunter Hudson with a good tackle. Met him right at the line. And the thing is, when you're playing Norris, when you're playing the Norris Titans, preparing for the week to play them, you have to do at least 2 toughness practices to even compete with them, as their defense is just so gritty, tough as nails. When you have Meyer, a whole senior-led Norris Titans defense, just giant bodies all around. And they're one of the tougher teams around the state, mentally and physically. I know at practices, Coach Ty Twirling has been working on their toughness. And now they're so physical and just really toned down on their defense, as it shows. It's 35-0.
We do have a correct answer in the comment section. We'll shout that out after this series of plays in just a second, as we see once again the Elkhorn North offense set up in shotgun once again. Quick shout out to Crew Auto as well for tuning into the game. Fortunately, with Cade and I here tonight, no showing of Cam Donato tonight, one of our 3rd grade announcers here on the NSTV broadcast team. You'll see him a lot more during basketball season as well. False start here on Elkhorn North.
As the Wolves are in the gun, Maine back. Drops back, Maine drops back. He's getting rushed. Great defense there as Carson Broderson comes into the game and gets the stop at D-end. Just a junior at the D-end position in Broderson. Great pursuit on the play there.
Carson Broderson, not only is he a great athlete on the football field, but he's also a great athlete on the basketball court. And I tell you what, he's just a great student and a great kid at Norris High School. Always does his best to get his grades done. Get his grades done well, I should say. In the I formation here for the first time tonight is Elkhorn North. Cut outside here. Score opportunity. Can Cale Consberg get his ankles? I tell you what, there are not many people better in the state than Cale Consberg on those low ankle tackles.
Yeah, it almost seems like he has stickum on the end of his gloves as he just puts his hand out there like Spider-Man, sticks to their leg, and they almost just fall over every time as Consbrook comes up with those clutch tackles when you see them run out to the outside, and it seems like a breakaway play could happen, but Consbrook's there to stop it as it is now 3rd and 6 from the Wolf 48. Wolves need about 6 yards to get a first down, keep the momentum going. As Titans go with a full Mad Dog blitz, red jerseys all around as Dylan Meyer plows through the line and gets the tackle along with Langren. That's a scary sight. That's a choo-choo train coming straight through.
I tell you what, he hands it off. I look up and I just see Dylan Meyer and Ben Langren and all these big guys running at you. That's terrifying. As this defensive line here is just ruthless from the Norris Titans. 4th and 4 opportunity. Elkhorn North is looking to go for it here. Stam Stanley, the head coach for the Wolves, needs a big impact play here from his Wolves.
Yeah, just like Dylan Meyer got the tackle. Fun fact, Dylan Meyer's been one of my best friends for a couple years now, and me and him one-on-one open field tackling, and I took him down. So if he watched this later, I just want him to know that the whole community of Norris, and I also want them to know that I took Dylan Meyer down.
No footage in an open.
Yeah, the cameras weren't on. The cameras were not on at the time, unfortunately.
Timeout here from Elkhorn North to set up a better play here on this 4th and 4. Big play coming up here for the Wolves. 4th and 4, 35-0 Titans. We'll be back. This is NSTV.
As we are approaching, at the 3-minute mark, approaching the 4th quarter, a free T-shirt will be going to the correct answer of our question. We already have a correct question in the comments, but we will say it at the end of the 3rd quarter, sorry, along with all the answers that were close. Thank you guys for commenting. Really appreciate you.
If you think your answer is correct, make sure to stick around and see if you do win that T-shirt tonight. Good run here by Maine, looking to cut it outside. He'll get the 4 yards he needs and set up around the 45-yard line. 42-yard line. Max Newby wasn't quite able, not Max Newby. Hunter Hudson wasn't quite able to get to the outside and track him down. Hunter Hudson got a lot of speed, but I tell you what, the quarterback for the Wolves, Maine's very quick as well, was able to get to that outside.
As we are now up to 343 viewers. That is amazing. So proud of all the viewers out there tonight. It's great to see you guys supporting our Norris Titans, supporting your Elkhorn North Wolves. As just a gang of Titans stop Young right at the line. We got Meyer, Broderson, Novotny, looks like Hudson, Langren, and DeYoung right in the mix there. Great job by the D-line.
Shout out to new head coach for the Norris basketball team as well. Jimmy Moats, looking forward to seeing how the Norris Titans basketball team produces it out this season with Cade Rice, an interesting fellow, possibly the point guard and leader for that team as we see second down here for the North Wolves.
Yeah, for Coach Moats out there and his son Jace. What's up, Jace? Miss ya. Hopefully we can see you again here soon as we hope to have a basketball season here in the winter. But for now, we're going to watch some great Norris Titans football going on. But shout out to Mr. Moats and his family. Thank you guys for watching. As the Norris Titans, the Elkhorn North Wolves, now have the ball on the Titans 46, looking to get a first down, potentially touchdown in this series. They are still yet to score one on the season. And that could definitely boost up their confidence as such young players. As Maine gets the snap, but there's going to be a flag on the play. And the umpire is going to come up and make the call. It is going to be offsides on the delay game, on the offense. as he hits both of his hips. That'll be a delay of game call.
Quick shout out again to another Norris alumni, Cade Argo. I got to tell you what, Cade Argo was an absolute animal for this Norris team for 4 years at the varsity level. One of my favorite high school memories is sitting in the student section and seeing his pick six come down the student line. Just what a great moment for him, and was such an impact player, as well as his brother, Zach Argo, always making an impact on this team when he was here. Shout out. Andrew Harvey, as well as other Titans, on the tackle. No gain here for the North Wolves.
As now 4th and looks to be 13 for the Wolves as the clock ticks down at 20 seconds. I don't know if the Wolves are going to play this one out or just let the clock tick and reduce the damage that the Titans have been doing to them all game. Looks like the Wolves are just going to stand there and let the quarter run out as there's 8 seconds left. That's exactly what they're going to do. And that will conclude your third quarter. Titans 35, your Elkhorn North Wolves 0. Great start to the second half by the Titans as they're holding up the 4 to the audience. But great half by the Titans as Langren records a touchdown for them. As for our question of the third quarter, shout out to Chelsea Reese. Chelsea Reese got the correct answer first. Connie Hood was very close second, but Chelsea Reese said crossing the 50-yard line. That would be correct. Anytime, the only time 50 plus 10 is 40 is on a football field when you're getting that 10-yard gain. As Connie Hood said, just short, but as she's cheering on CJ and wishing the Titans a great year. Thank you, Connie.
We did want to say, as I mentioned earlier, Kendall Zavala set in the 8th grade middle school record at her cross-country meet the other day. An absolutely outstanding performance. I tell you what, if I got to respect any sport, it's going to be the sport of cross-country. Such a difficult sport when you got nothing to think about but just running and get to that point, and definitely a great showing from her as well as the rest of the middle school and high school cross-country teams. Titans will set up on here on defense. 4th and 13. North Wolves are going to go for it here.
As the Titans defense appears to be ready. Main back, far back. He might punt it here. And he does punt it, as it is a pooch punt back from the quarterback. And if they can get, that is beautiful. But it's going to be a touchback. Beautiful punt there by Maine. As that would have been really unfortunate for the Titans and great for the Wolves to have the ball placed at the 1-yard line. Unfortunately, now it is at the 25 for the Titans, and the offense of your quarterback now. It might still be, it is still Hausman. You might see Jagger Amon get in the mix here late if the Titans can score. Jagger Amon might see his number called. But it'll be Hausman for now, as you got trips left. You got Single on the right. Langren in the backfield, been having an amazing game so far. As Hausman just hands it off to Langren. Langren running up the middle.
As we did talk about earlier, the scary thing is I'll give a quick shout out once again to Madden Zavala as well. Getting everyone shouted out here tonight. Just wanted to say it's just a crazy thing when you think about this Titans team, is that as well as they're playing tonight, you got to think you're missing Bryson Schultz, a senior running back who's been setting up numbers since his sophomore year for this varsity team, as well as Eden Holt, a great defensive asset for this Titans team. And then Sam Langren, again with the concussion. Not sure if we'll see him at all this year. Hopefully for sure, as he is a big impact player for this team. Be interesting to see how those injuries play out as the season goes on. Cooper Hausman set it out. Back over to Dylan Meyer. Stiff arms ahead. And chucked out of bounds here by number 4, Jason Meyer. Excuse me, that was Kyrie Bennett on the outside. Dylan Meyer's so good at yards after contact. Just such a bully down low on the field and just gets his yards no matter how many times he's hit.
As we approach the 9:45 mark, got to give a shout out to Ella Waters and Devin Klein. Also Marty Ramsey out there. Thanks for watching, Marty. He's got a daughter in Molly Ramsey who's committed to K-State for volleyball at the libero position. Really talented player and senior along us. As it has been a great season for the Titan volleyball team. As you've watched on the broadcasts, the Titans are undefeated at home with great players like Ella Waters, Callie Croker, Bree Stye, just that whole unit led by head coach Christina
And here
Bosinger.
we go, checking into the game for the first time this year. The senior Jagger Raymond, been such a strong quarterback. And we're really excited to see Jagger take over this series for Cooper Hausman. Great game from Cooper Hausman tonight. Jagger Raymond checks into the game. Handoff. Looks like to number 52 for the Titans. I believe that is. Not sure who that is. We're going to check one more time.
As Peyton Deeds says in the comment section, it is Jag time. And that's what we're seeing right now is Jagger Raymond now the quarterback, like my partner Houston Bowe said. He's got twins on both sides. Hopefully look for a pass here. See that strong arm of his. As we do, Jagger Raymond drops back. A rifle bullet pass across the field.
Goodness.
Gravely placed ball by Jagger Raymond, as it's going to be a catch for number 7, Kristen Flanders. Great play there by the Titans, as it appears to be the punt team coming in for 4th and 5.
A bullet there by Jagger Raymond. Good pass, not enough to get to the sticks. But we'll definitely see more of Jagger Raymond as this quarter finishes out here. Punt team back. Carney, I believe, back to punt here.
That it looks. Oh, that's Hunter Hudson back to punt. Good punt by Hudson. As the good job, second unit for the Norris offense. I would believe the second unit for the Norris defense is coming in, and they are.
Tell you what, number 18 for this Titans team, Carson Broderson, tight end, defensive end, kicker. What the heck can that kid not do? Sprints out, looking ready to play defensive end here for this Titans team and corral his second sack of the night.
And shout out to the free t-shirt winner, Chelsea Reese. As Connie Hood and Chelsea Reese, our mother and daughter, CJ's granny and aunt. Great job to you guys. Congratulations, Chelsea. Again, you get a free t-shirt.
Oh, unfortunately, we do not have a t-shirt cannon that we can send that out like at NBA games, unfortunately.
Like a hot dog cannon.
Did talk to Mr. Carlson, thinking about putting that in the budget hopefully soon. We'll see. Not sure how far I can fire that thing.
Yeah, so Chelsea, if you got great hands like CJ Hood out here, great wide receiver, we might be able to shoot one out to you out in Hickman, Nebraska, if you're watching this from home. As good run there by the Wolves, but Titans' second team stops him. Great job as Ben Langren. What a phenomenal game he's had, Houston, as he's now coming out to get a breather.
As we talked about, a lot of the second unit out here for this Titans team. When you're up 35-0, that's something you can do, get a lot of your subs, lower players in. But I tell you what, the great thing about this Titans team, defensively, offensively, and special teams-wise, they're so deep with players like Carson Broderson coming in and making impacts on the game. Solid run here for Johnson, taking them out to the Titans' 42-yard line.
Good run there by Johnson. Gets a gain about 4. It's now just 1 yard away from a first down. Wolves are looking to score on this possession for sure, as they've been scoreless all night with a great Titan defense that is now out, and well-deserved rest for them as the second unit is ready to go for the Titans, as Maine is back in the power position. And just going to be a straight QB sneak right up the middle, and it looks like he's going to get the first down. And the ball's loose. And it looks like the ball is going to be loose. And it's going to be Titans ball coming out, the second string defense gets the ball as someone in there hits Maine, knocks ball loose.
McLean Meyer in there that possibly corralled that fumble. Bunch of Titans in there regardless.
But great job by McLean Meyer on hitting the ball out loose, and the second team was pretty hype about that. Getting the ball, great job. A good future here for Norris football for sure, and definitely all sports, as the younger guys are starting to definitely hold their own in practices. I mean, with players like Meyer, Langren, DeYoung, DeVoe, Hood, Carney, Amon, Schultz, Medill, you just got players all around that can make you better and that are obviously glowing places at the next level. And we got leaders like all those dudes that can teach you just small tips and tricks at practices. It translates in the games. And we're seeing that here from the Norris second unit as they're doing a great job here.
That's the thing we were talking about. The Titans are just such a deep team. Even if Cooper Hausman, for whatever reason, has to go down, you've got such a solid quarterback in Jagger Amon at that backup position. Thoughts before the season about possibly even C.J. Hood coming in at quarterback, but decided to stick out there at the wide receiver's position, and definitely a smart decision as Cooper Hausman's been playing so well, as well as Jagger Amon so far early in the season. Jagger Amon in the I formation.
And the ball's loose, and Wolves are saying they got the ball. We might get a swip swap, Uno reverse card, and it's going to go to the Wolves as the Wolves get the fumble. And it'll be their ball on the Titans' 40-yard line.
Just a little miscommunication, I think, there between snapper and QB. Nothing crazy there. Titans up 35-0.
I also want to give thanks to the physical therapist, Casey Muller. Does a great job at keeping our players healthy as well. He's kept me healthy during basketball season. Just a great guy and knows what he's doing. If you ever got troubles with any injuries or something, go to Casey Muller. Great guy, knows what he's doing.
Goodness gracious, what a great tackle there by Ben Schwannebeck. Just swantons him to the ground. As you see that on the instant replay.
As Maine is back in the gun. A lot of movement up there on the line. Maine chucks it across the field. Good pass by Maine. And the cornerback goes for the strip, does not get it. It's going to be number 28 with the reception.
I tell you what,
Trey McDougald.
Every defender on this team, doesn't matter where they are not quitting at all, as you see. Looked like Cooper Spalding had a chance to get on that one, but you see defenders flying around at all levels. 2-minute warning here. Looks like actually might be a timeout here.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a timeout on the field. Unfortunately, there is no 2-minute warning in high school football. That would only be in the NFL. Hopefully, I wish we were in the NFL. Yeah. There'd be a lot more fans. We'd be able to bring stadium horns. But it'll be a timeout taken by the Wolves.
Understandable that stadium horns aren't allowed here. Makes sense, I would say.
We'd like to shout out, lastly, to our sponsors, again, for making this happen. Thank you guys. Huge shout out to Gannett Trucking and Excavating, First State Bank, Hausman Construction, Impact Athletics, Inspro Insurance, Nebraska Tire Firth Farmer Cooperative, Norris Association of Educators, Norris Athletic Booster Club, Norris Wrestling Club, Renee Guthard Remax Concepts, and U-Stop. Thank you guys so much. And remember, you can become a patron by donating to us through our PayPal account. Link at norris160.org/NSDV. Just go to the Any Norris channel and hit that subscribe button.
Oh my goodness, what a tackle there from Carson Broderson. He flies out of nowhere and brings him to the ground. You'll see here on the replay. Cuts through the inside, no one guarding him with a huge tackle, brings him down. Great work there from Carson Broderson. Want to give a quick shout out to everyone at Metal Grill who is down there eating some wonderful food and tuning in and watching it. Really appreciate you guys. We see back is Maine's.
Maine drops back. Maine just goes, starts running, has an opening, gets drilled out of bounds by number 14, Trevor Ozenbaugh. Great run by Maine. Ozenbaugh met him at, looks to be the 4-yard line. Wolves first time in the red zone tonight. Hopefully they can look to convert and score their first touchdown of the season. And the Wolves parents are up on their feet. They're ready for a Wolf touchdown here. As it's a handoff. Does he have it?
He does have
Touchdown Wolves.
Great run
the
there
first
by the
one.
Elkhorn North Wolves.
Great job. They are excited as a dog with a new bone, I tell you. They just full of excitement down there, the Wolves, as a new school, almost on a restart. No seniors. You worked so hard all season. You end up playing Waverly first game. Now you're ending up playing Norris, another tough matchup, top 5 team. It's just really complimenting when you can finally score and put all that hard work into a converted touchdown.
Looks like they're going to go for 2 as well. This would be exciting for this Elkhorn North team. Maines is going to run out to the right side. No one there to get him. Looks like he's not quite gonna make
tackle.
it. Cooper Spalding on a great.
I believe that was number
Impressive.
79, Jack Cooper. As we're going to see in the replay here by our amazing sideline camera. And it is, Houston has a better eye than me. It is going to be
Just more talented, I think.
Cooper Spalding, yes, and more talented. But it's going to be Cooper Spalding on the tackle. The Titan defense loves that, as now 35-6 is going to be 50. We're under a minute. It's getting late. I got not much homework to do. It's Labor Day weekend. Got any plans this weekend, Houston?
You know what? Not a whole lot going on. Probably going to go home and possibly get some Village Inn pie tonight. You never know. Can't beat the Village Inn pie.
Nope, you cannot beat the Village Inn pie, that is for sure. But it'll be a great weekend. Hopefully everyone can spend time with their families out there, their friends.
Got any big plans, Cade?
I don't know. I'm gonna definitely hang out with the family.
There you go.
Might do some homework. I got some calculus homework to do. Don't like to hear that,
Yeah,
but
you never like to hear that you got calculus homework.
sometimes you just gotta do your homework. Make sure you're doing your homework out there, kids.
I heard a little through the grapevine. I heard that possibly you and Brayson Mueller, who we've already spoke wildly about earlier in the broadcast, said that you guys might be facing off against Maddie Starr and Crystal Kraft, 2 of the best players on the Norris tennis team. Is this true?
Yeah, we're looking to schedule a match in tennis against Crystal Kraft and Maddie Starr, coached by Mrs. Price.
Oh,
Hopefully
great
she's
coach,
listening
great teacher, great
to this
coach.
broadcast right now. I know she's ready for the matchup. Me and Brayson are definitely ready for the matchup. We just need to get a date set up for that, as me and Brayson will be wearing wristbands and headbands and also masks. Do not put that out of proportion, because
Yes.
we will definitely be wearing masks.
Understandable.
But I don't know. I got a cannon as a right arm, so that ball might be coming in faster than Araldus Chapman pitching, as the pooch kick comes from the Wolves, and the Titans just take a knee and look for them just to take a knee. The rest out.
I tell you what, that's honestly, not many people are going to talk about this play, but a pooch kick, great composure from Caden Hosack to be able to grab that one. I tell you what, if I was out there, I would be nervous as a crow on a branch. Just very scared out there from the pooch kick. Might fumble that one, but Caden Hosack just composed as a crocodile in a lagoon, able to snag that one. and set
A
the Titans up well.
lagoon.
It's late. It's late.
As the
I'm over it.
Titans take a knee in victory formation with Hausman. Great night by Hausman. Put up just fantastic numbers. 3 touchdown passes. You got James Carney with 1 reception for touchdown pass, 85 yards. Matt Medill with another touchdown reception. And then you got Ben Langren. What a night for Ben Langren at running back. Has 2 touchdowns running and 1 receiving touchdown as well. Parents are definitely proud of him tonight, as it looks like to be the final knee. Players are giving congratulations. You love to see the sportsmanship.
Right after this game, make sure to stick around. We'll have a live interview with Coach Twarling after the 35-6 win here for the Titans. Shout out to Tom Chetrick as well for the great broadcast here at Titan Stadium. Titans take a 35-6 win. We'll be back in about 10-15 minutes for our recap. This is NSTV Live. We'll be back.